Hello everyone, welcome back to my videos. For this video, we're going to prove theorems on rectangle. We have two theorems on rectangle. For our objectives, first we're going to prove theorems on rectangles. Next is we're going to apply the understandings of rectangles in completing two-column proof, which I think is very new to you kasi hindi pa kayo nakakapag two-column proof sa inyong mga previous lessons. And then, show interest in proving theorems on rectangle kasi mahirap siya kung mahina yung understanding natin or limited yung ideas natin sa geometry. Especially, properties. Pag mahina yung ideas natin sa properties, mahihirapan tayo. Let's have an introductory activity. True or false muna tayo. For the directions, you're going to tell whether the statement is true or false. So magpo-pause lang ako ng saglit and then I will reveal the answer. Let's have number 1. A rectangle is a parallelogram. Is it true or false? It is a true statement. Number 2. A square is a rectangle. Yes, that is true. Lahat ng properties ng rectangle nasa square. Number 3. A rhombus is a rectangle. That is a false statement. Wala namang congruent sides for congruent sides ang rectangle. Number 4. A parallelogram is a rectangle. False. Meron pang rhombus and square ang parallelogram. Hindi lang siya rectangle. Last number 5. A rectangle has one right angle. False din. Kasi by definition, rectangle has 4 right angles. Hindi lang isa. Alright, simulan na natin ang bakbakan. In this case, we have given and prove. Yung prove yun yung tatrabahuhin natin. And then yung given will be our guidance kung paano natin uumpisahan. Guide lang siya. Tapos dapat, ang final natin na patutunguhan dito is yung prove na statement. Okay? So, it will be easier kung meron tayong illustration. Kunin natin yung ating given. Quadrilateral WINS is a parallelogram with angle W is a right angle. So, dun tayo gagawa ng illustration. It is a parallelogram. So, let's say this is our parallelogram. And then, yung pangalan natin is WINS. Commonly, clockwise siya sinusulat. And then also, isa pang makukuha natin na given dito, nagamit na natin to parallelogram, yung pangalan, nalagay na natin. Ito na lang. Angle W is a right angle. So, this is angle W. Ang sabi, it is a right angle. Yan yung symbol natin sa right angle. Diyan tayo mag-uumpisa. Hanggang ma-prove natin that angle I, angle N, and angle S are all right angles. Kasi yun yung gustong ipagawa sa atin. So, paano ba yung two-column proof? From the name itself, meron yung two-column. Ang first column is the statements column. And then the second column is the reasons column. Lalagyan natin ito ng mga ideas. Dapat yung statement mo, marireason out nung reason mo. Or yung reason mo, magjo-jive dun sa statement mo. Dapat ganun siya. Okay? So, mag-start tayo, of course, sa given. Kung ano yung merong binigay sa atin. Sulat natin yun here. WINS is a parallelogram with angle W as a right angle. Ito lahat yon. Nakalagay dito. So, ano reason natin? Of course, given. Galing siya dito. Binigay na mismo sa atin. And then, makinig mabuti. Ito yung next na magpapadali sa ating gagawin. Dito tayo pupunta or dito tayo magpapaikot or huhugot ng next na statement na ilalagay natin. Lagi niyong tatandaan, let's say, meron na tayong statement 1. Yung statement 2 should be connected from statement 1. Yung statement 3 is also connected to statement 2 or statement 1. Yung statement 4, galing din siyang idea sa statement 3, statement 2, or statement 1. Ngayon, what if na-corner ka na doon? Wala ka nang pwedeng i-connect. So, let's say, na-finalize mo dun sa statement 4 at wala ka nang pwedeng i-connect. So, yung statement 5 mo, bubukas ka ng panibagong idea. Yung statement 6 mo, related na sa statement 5. Yung statement 7 mo, related na sa statement 6 and 7, and so on and so forth. Ganun gumawa ng 2-column proof. Okay, so, out of statement number 1, ano yung pwede natin panibago or statement number 2? Ang meron dito, WINS is a parallelogram with angle W is a right angle. Ano yung idea na pwede natin makuha sa statement 1? Wala tayo masyadong makukuha dito na maibibigay natin. Pero dito, sa angle W, meron tayong specific na makukuhang given. Which is, sabi, angle W is a right angle. Meaning, if angle W is a right angle, what is its measure? Angle W is equal to 90 degree. Automatic yon because it is described as a right angle. So, ano yung pwede natin i-reason? Bakit nasabi that angle W is equal to 90 degrees? Anong reason? The definition of right angle. Automatic yon. Basta sinabing right angle, it has an exact measure of 90 degrees. Next. So, ito yung isang example ng dead end. Wala na tayong pwedeng i-connect that angle W is a 90 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, tatalon tayo ngayon ng panibagong idea. Now, balikan natin yung statement 1. Kung nakuha na natin yung angle W is a right angle, ano pa kaya yung pwede natin magamit sa statement number 1? Yung idea ng parallelogram. Remember, in my last video, there are 5 properties of parallelogram. Now, we are dealing with angles and we have 2 properties of that is related to angles dun sa parallelogram. Alin kaya yung pwede natin kuhanan doon sa dalawang properties na yon? Dapat focus pa rin tayo sa angle W. Hindi tayo bibitaw sa angle W kasi yun yung binigay na given. Ano kaya? With regard to angle W, we can say that angle W is congruent to angle N. Ito yon. And angle I is congruent to angle S. Anong reason? Bakit natin nasabi that they are congruent? Because the second property of parallelogram, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent. Ito, di ba? They are opposite to each other. So, they are congruent. Also, this one. Okay? Okay. This is a new idea, ha? New idea to. This is not connected to statement 2. Okay? This is connected to statement 1. Now, dito tayo kukuha ngayon ng panibagong statement. Yung statement number 4. Anong pwede natin masabi or makuha pang ibang idea sa statement number 3? If they are congruent, then we can say that the measure of angle W is equal to the measure of angle N. And the measure of angle I is equal to the measure of angle S. Why? What's the reason? Definition of congruent angles. Kasi from statement 3, we stated na they are congruent. Therefore, they have the same measure kasi that is the definition of congruent angles. Alright, now, from here, from this statement, gawa tayo ngayon ng new statement, statement number 5. Hanapan nyo to ng connection from sa mga previous na statements. Ano yung pwede natin ma-connect sa statement number 4? Diba sa statement number 4, the measure of angle W is equal to the measure of angle N. And we can see obviously here that the measure of angle W in statement number 2 is equal to 90 degree. So, if we let this equal to 90 degree, therefore, the measure of angle N is equal to 90. Ito yan, di ba? Parehas lang sila. So, if this is equal to 90, so pwede natin yan i-cross out, papalitan natin ito, and then magiging 90 na siya. Di ba? Ito yan. Gets ba yun? So, what's the reason? Paano natin nasabi that the measure of angle N is equal to 90 degrees? We just substituted the value of statement 2 to statement number 4. So, ang reason natin is just simply substitution from statement number 2 and statement number 4. Okay, na-prove na natin ang angle N. Tapos na tayo dito. Nasabi na natin that angle N is a right angle. Meron pa tayong dalawang angle na tatrabahuhin. So, ano pa kaya? So, dead end na to kasi nakapag-state na tayo tapos na tayong mag-prove ng isa. Meaning, tatalon tayo ng panibagong idea. Na dapat stick tayo sa angle W. So, ano yung pwede natin makuha or mahugutan ng bagong idea? Actually, we can start, we can have the next one. Pwede tayong kumuha sa angle I kasi connected siya sa angle W, or we can have angle S kasi connected din siya sa angle W. So, ano kaya ang idea? Let's have angle I. So, in connection of angle I to angle W, we can have the third property, wherein we can state that angle W plus angle I is equal to 180. So, anong reason bakit nasabi natin that the sum of these two is equal to 180 degrees? It is because in a parallelogram, consecutive angles are supplementary. Okay? That is the third property of a parallelogram. Now, so dito tayo ngayon huhugot ng panibagong idea sa statement number 6. Ano naman yung pwede natin i-connect dito sa statement number 6? Pwedeng panibago or connected from the previous ideas na or statements na meron na tayo. Diba? Nabigay na natin yung measure ng angle W kanina. What is the measure of angle W again? Using statement number 2, we know that the measure of angle W is equal to 90 degrees. So we can have a new statement that angle W is equal to 90 degrees. And then the rest of these expressions or equation. So what is the reason? Bakit nasabi natin etong statement number 7? It is a substitution of statement number 2 and statement number 6. Ito kasing 90 ay galing sa statement number 2. Then, itong buong statement na to is from statement number 6. Okay, we have this equation now. If we're going to simplify this, what will be the answer? It will become the measure of angle I is equal to 90 degrees. Paano naging 90? If we're going to apply APE, to eliminate 90 here, we're going to subtract 90 on both sides. Tama? So, makakancel ngayon ang 90 minus 90. And 180 minus 90 is 90. Anong reason? Bakit naging ganyan yung statement number 8? Ano bang property yung ginawa? APE or yung pinaka-operation? Subtraction property of statement 6 and 7. Or focus lang sa statement 7, subtraction property. So, okay na. Na-prove na natin that angle I is a right angle. Dalawa na yung napuprove natin. Angle N and angle I. So, isa na lang ang kailangan natin. Angle S. So, saan kaya natin kukunin yung idea that angle S is also a right angle? If you're thinking that in a parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent para masimple tayo. Kaya lang kasi nagamit na natin yon. And remember na hindi tayo umuulit ng reason. Tatandaan nyo lagi na kung sa isang reason, hagipin nyo na lahat ng statements na connected doon. Hindi tayo umuulit ng reason. So, ibig sabihin, ibang idea yung kukuhanan natin dito. So, we can use previous statements na meron tayo. Connected to angle I, of course. Pwede natin hugutan yung angle I. Saan? Sa statement number 4. Kasi binanggit sa statement number 4 ang angle S. Ito, oh. If the measure of angle I is equal to 90 degrees, therefore, angle S, or the measure of angle S, is also 90 degrees. What is the reason? Not opposite angles are congruent. Substitution of statement number 4 and statement number 8. From statement number 8, it says na 90 ang angle I, diba? Okay. So, the measure of angle S is equal to 90 degrees. Ayun. Napalabas na natin lahat. That angle I, angle N, and angle S are right angles. So what will be our last statement? Kasi napalabas na natin lahat. Okay, kung nakuha na natin lahat, meaning, pupunta na tayo dito sa proof. We can state that angle I, angle N, and angle S are right angles. What is the reason? Bakit nasabi that they are right angles? Kasi 'di ba, napalabas natin that all of them are equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, if the measure of an angle is 90, then it is a right angle. And that will be our theorem number 1. If a parallelogram has a right angle, then it has 4 right angles. And the parallelogram is a rectangle. Okay? Mahalaga na sa ulo nyo to. Let us have the second theorem on rectangles. This will be the last one. So again, we will stick with the given. Doon tayo mag-uumpisa hanggang mapuntahan natin yung proof. Pero mahalaga na meron tayong illustration. So, in this case, we have here a quadrilateral WINS or quadrilateral WINS is a rectangle. So, yan, meron tayong illustration na rectangle. Palagyan natin ng pangalan with diagonals. Remember that diagonals form from two unconnected points. Okay? So, gawa tayo ng diagonal WN, ito yon, and diagonal SI, ito yon. Okay? Yan. And then, our target, we're going to prove that diagonal WN is congruent to diagonal SI. So, gawa ulit tayo ng statement column and reason column. Saan nga ulit mag-uumpisa? Sa given. WINS or WINS is a rectangle with diagonals WN and SI. Anong reason natin doon? Given. Okay. Next is, from this statement, kuha tayo ng idea. Magagamit na ba agad natin yung diagonal WN and SI? Hindi pa. Kasi yun nga yung target natin na ma-prove. So, ano yung magagamit lang natin na statement or words or phrase dito sa statement number 1? Yung idea ng rectangle. Ano nga ba ang rectangle? Na-prove na natin yan kanina. Tungkol sa angle yon. Magagamit ba natin yon? Hindi. So, iba pang idea ng rectangle yung kukuhanan natin. Ano pang pwede? That rectangle is a parallelogram. Remember that rectangle is a type of parallelogram. So, kukuhanan natin ng idea yung mga properties ng parallelogram. Hindi tayo pwedeng kumuha sa idea ng angles. So, slash na yung property 3 and 2. Hindi rin tayo pwedeng tumalon sa or gumamit ng property 4 kasi tungkol yun sa diagonals. Dun pa lang tayo gagalaw or yun pa lang yung target natin na mapuntahan, diagonals. So, ano lang yung pwede natin mapuntahan sa parallelogram? Property 1. About sides. So, ano ba mga sides nito? 4 yan, pero gamitin na lang natin side WS and side IN. Okay, we can state that WS is congruent to IN. What's the reason? That in a parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent. Kaya nasabi natin sa statement number 2 that they are congruent. Now, since mga sides or mga line segments yung magagamit natin, we have to focus na makapag-create tayo ng triangle. Though, hindi pa natin yun alam kasi sa term 2 pa lang ipoprove yung triangle, basta yun ang target natin. That we have to create triangle. Drawing ko dito sa taas ha, banda dito. Nagawa na natin itong WS. So, pasensya na kayo, hindi ko maitutuwid yung aking, ngayon? Yung aking drawing ngayon. And then, IN. Okay. Again, ang target natin is to create a triangle. Kasi puro line segments yung pinuprove natin. Yung WN, that's a line segment, and SI is also a line segment. Okay. So, balik tayo sa statement 2. Meron pa tayong pwedeng i-connect pa dito sa statement natin dito? Wala na. That's a dead end. So, meaning, balik tayo sa statement 1. Ano pa yung pwede natin makuhanan dito sa statement 1? Yung salita pa rin rectangle. But this time, hindi na sa sides. So, rectangle na. Diba kanina, sabi natin that rectangle has 4 right angles. Okay. Since ang target natin ay itong WN at SI, so, galawin natin or kuhanan natin yung mga angles na meron dito. Pwedeng kunin natin yung angle na magagamit natin papunta dito sa targetin natin ito, or pwede dito sa part na to. So, sa pin-repair ko, itong part na to yung tatargetin nating idea. So, ibig sabihin, yung angle na nandito at saka yung angle na nandito. Ano yon? Angle, ito yun, di ba? Itong dalawang ito. It's angle S and angle N. Pero dahil pinuputol natin or kinakat natin yung triangle out of rectangle, pangalanan natin in 3 letter. Angle WSN. Ito papunta dito. Angle WSN. So, may angle dito, di ba? Itong part na to. At saka dito. Ito. So, ang pangalan niyan, angle WS. Ito. Angle WSN. Okay. At saka angle INS. INS. Ito. INS. Okay. Anong pwede natin masabi sa kanilang dalawa? Since those are angles of rectangle. That they are right angles. Angle WSN and angle INS are right angles. What's the reason? Theorem 1. Yung dapat sa ulo nyo na binigay ko kanina. If a parallelogram has 1 right angle, then it has 4 right angles, and the parallelogram is a rectangle. Okay, so, dito tayo ngayon huhugot ng idea. If they are both right angles, ano yung next statement na pwede natin mabuo? Kung parehas silang right angles, then congruent sila. Diba? So we can say that angle WSN is congruent to angle INS. What is the reason? Because all right angles are congruent. Bakit? Because all right angles have the same measure of 90 degrees. Next. Okay. Anong sunod na pwede natin gamitin? Pwede ba natin itong hugutan, na they are congruent? Pwede ba natin sabihin or palabasin yung measure ng 90? Well, pwede. Kaya lang, mas stuck tayo doon at hindi natin kailangan yung 90. So, hindi natin gagawin yon. So, stuck na ulit tayo dito. This is dead end. So, labas ulit tayo ng ibang idea. Tapos na to. Tapos na din ito. Ano pang pwede natin kuhanan na idea? Tingnan nyo tong ating illustration. Anong napapansin ninyo? May common ba? Yes, there is commonalities between the two illustration. Ano kaya yun? Itong line segment na to, itong SN and NS. How can you relate the two line segments? They are congruent. They are congruent. Bakit kaya sila naging congruent? Kasi, going back to the original illustration, iisa lang line yun. Yung side SN. Ito lang naman yun. SN, NS. Ito lang yun. Diba? So, what's the reason? Why are they congruent? Di naman natin pwede sabihin, kasi originally, parehas naman sila. Anong property or postulate yung pwede natin gamitin dito? The reflexive property. Mini-mirror lang niya yung sarili niya. Yun lang yung ibig sabihin ng reflexive property. It is equal to itself. Yun yun. Okay, now, let's have this. Nakakakita na ba kayo ng triangle dito? Can you imagine triangle dito? Oo, meron na. If we connect this W, itong vertex W at saka N, may triangle na tayo at saka yung S and I, meron na tayo ditong dalawang triangle. So, kung naka-create na tayo ng dalawang triangle, okay na tayo sa postulate. We can now state that angle WSN, this one, angle WSN is congruent to, sorry, it's not angle, it's triangle. Triangle WSN is congruent to triangle INS by what reason? Ano ba yung mga na-state natin dito? Meron tayo dito, this is side, this is angle, and this is also a side. So, ano kaya yung magagamit natin reason bakit sila naging congruent? We can use the SAS congruence postulate. It states there na kapag ang two sides and one angle in between those two sides ay nagko-congruent sa isa't isa, therefore, the two triangles are congruent. Okay? So, congruent itong WS at saka IN. Congruent ang NS sa SN. Okay? And then, congruent din tong angle WSN at angle INS. O, yan yun. We can state there that the two triangles are congruent. Pero na-prove na ba natin to? Hindi pa. Tandaan nyo, pagka lumabas na tong ganitong statement, pwede na natin i-prove yung mga natitirang parts na nagko-congruent. We can state now that angle line segment WN or diagonal WN is congruent to diagonal SI. Bakit? We can use the CPCTC or ang ibig sabihin kasi nitong acronym na to is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Diba nasabi na natin in statement 6 that they are congruent? Ayan SAS congruence postulate, they are congruent. The two triangles are congruent. So, congruent triangle na yan. Yung corresponding parts, yung mga natitirang parts, automatic, they are congruent. So, kung ito yung ipuprove, itong part na to, dito sa kabila, itong part na to, automatic, they are congruent by the CP/CTC rule. That is the reason kung bakit, kung ano yung definition or pakahulugan dito sa theorem number 2. The diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. So, dapat sa ulo nyo din ito. Theorem 1 and Theorem 2. So, let's summarize. Rectangle is a parallelogram. So, it possesses all the properties of the parallelogram. Yan, 5 na yan. In a parallelogram, any two opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, consecutive angles are supplementary, the diagonals bisect each other, and a diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. Yung nilabas na natin kanina using the second two-column proof. And also, yung kaibahan naman ng rectangle sa parallelogram, etong Theorem 1 and Theorem 2. If a parallelogram has a right angle, then it has 4 right angles, and the parallelogram is a rectangle. And the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. It is important, it is necessary that you memorize all of these properties of rectangle kasi kung alam nyo to, properties na to ng rectangle, then makakapag-solve tayo ng rectangle. Yun ang kahalagahan. Dito kasi tayo kukuha ng panggawa natin ng formula para sa rectangle. Kung hindi nyo ito naiintindihan, hindi nyo malalaman kung paano ito ginagamit. At kung hindi nyo alam kung paano ito ginagamit, then hindi kayo makakapag-solve ng rectangle. Okay? So, memorize all of these properties at gagamitin natin ito kapag nandun na tayo sa solving part ng ating lesson. Okay? Sige. So I hope you learned something today about the theorems on rectangle. If you have questions, feel free to message me or write your question in the comment section. And then, para din alam ko kung sino yung mga nakakapanood sa videos ko, kindly comment your name and your section para alam ko kung sino mga nakakapanood nitong ating videos. Kung medyo nalito, pwede ninyong umpisahan ulit sa umpisa para makita nyo yung flow on how to prove using the two-column proofs. Okay, goodbye!